Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and I am back sharing with you some of Dina's brand new release for March 2023. I was very excited to be sent this from Ranger. There's some lovely things in this release. I got the 2 sets of transparencies, the 3 sets of collage sparks and the metal rim tags. And this page is, I'm going to be creating a pocket where I'm going to use some of the transparencies, some of the collage sparks and the metal rim tags as well. So I'm playing in the large craft journal and I'm using my scalpel knife to just cut out a sort of scallop edged pocket. Go with it, honestly. I know this sounds a bit weird. I didn't just want to do a straight pocket. I wanted it to be a little bit more fancy, a bit more interesting. So I've gone to the centre of a signature. One thing that I have found with some of these journals, sometimes the spine can be a little bit prone to splitting, particularly if, like me, you cram your journals full of stuff. So I kind of thought if I worked from the centre of a signature, I'm going to be sticking 2 pages together. I thought that would help strengthen the pages. So I've cut out my first side of the pocket with a little window in it. I'm going to be adding some transparency behind that window and then one of the collage sparks as my background. These things are great for creating really quick immediate backgrounds on your art. I've got lots of videos ready to go up for you to see the different things that I've done with Dina's new release, including making a little zigzag book, journal pages where I've used the collage sparks as a springboard for the rest of my page, and pages where I have just used an image from the collage sparks as well, and also of course playing with the transparency. So I'm hoping you'll enjoy watching all of those videos. I've certainly enjoyed playing with Dina's new release. So here I'm just using some of the transparency from the Pattern Play 2 pack. Of course I've gone for the bit with circles on. I don't know why. What is it about circles? I love them. This is my trusty double-sided tape gun, and I do make a little mistake here, which if you have a go at doing this, don't do. So the bit that I'm doing now, where I'm putting the double-sided tape at the top of the scallops, I don't need it there because obviously it's going to be a pocket, and that ended up sticking my 2 pages together. I did manage to just like stick a bit of paper over the top of it though, to just stop that sticking to the back of the pocket behind. But you can see here I'm applying tape again around the edge over the top of the transparency. I did need that. So here I'm going from the collage pack. I think this is the collage sparks 3. Yes, it is. And I'm just going through and seeing which particular one speaks to me. Of course, it's one with pinks and purples in. I don't know. I just love pinks and purples and turquoise. And you can see popping that behind my window, I've got an immediate background, so it's fabulous for that, really. Using again my double-sided tape to stick that down. So there, I've stuck it together, and then I realised that I'd made a mistake, so I did just go and slip a bit of paper inside to just stick against that double-sided tape. Then I'm using my crocodile and I'm just making some little holes going up the side and along the bottom of my pocket, and I'm just going to thread a piece of cotton through that to behave like like I've stitched my pocket together. But actually I've done more than that because I've used the double-sided tape to stick it together. So this was just about more of creating that look like I'd kind of stitched it. That works really well, I think. So one of the things I love about these craft journals, apart from the colour of the background, is the fact that the cardstock in them is so sturdy. It's great for doing things like this. You can have so much fun changing up how your pages look. So then when I get to the top, I just fasten it off with just a very simple little knot. I think I've just edited that bit out. You don't really need to see me faffing about knotting. There we go, and then just snip off the thread. So I've also put one hole in the top of one of the scallops. So here I'm now working on the metal rimmed tags. And I'm using the round stamp set, I think it's called Circled. The faces, they stamp onto these perfectly. It was kind of something I was sitting thinking, what on earth can I do with these tags apart from stick them on a page? I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I thought, I wonder if those circle faces will fit on them, and lo and behold, they do really, really well. So sticking those onto an acrylic block using black archival ink, and I'm just popping those onto those tags. So then once I've done that, give them a quick dry and pop all that away. So while doing that bit, I can just remind you that if you've not become a member on my YouTube channel yet, that's something that you could maybe have a look at. For £3.99 a month, you can become a member and you'll get early access to some videos. You get a twice monthly live journaling session with me, and you get some downloads each month as well. And there will be other perks along the way too. So we've already done a couple of live sessions, and you might be starting to notice that there are videos appearing on my channel that are members only. Those are for people who are paid members of my of my YouTube channel, sorry. We've already done a couple of lives now and really enjoying doing those. It's great fun. So here I am using scribble sticks and a water brush, and I'm just adding some colour onto my faces. I'm going to do them some funky coloured hair as well, just to kind of bring a bit of fun and colour to these metal rimmed tags that are in Dina's new release. So, and again, just using my water brush. So I'm just rubbing the brush on the scribble stick just to pick up some of the pigment, and then I'm popping it straight onto the tag. Okay, so what I've done then is I've unknotted the string at the end of the tag and fastened these together by adding another little hole in the bottom of some of the tags, and then I'm just going in and sticking a heart onto them as well. And I then realised that I'd got these little cut out heart places left that I could also use on my little pocket. So once I'd stuck all those hearts in place, I then started cutting out these hearts into sort of squares, so they were surrounded by a square, and I'm going to stick them on the outline of my pocket as well. So I'm just kind of bringing that pink onto the border of the pocket too. And it's also quite satisfying to use up the bits of scraps that you think, what on earth am I going to do with that? I really like how that looks. So that's definitely something that I will be doing again. I have just acquired some Jelly Roll pens in neon colours. So here I'm just using a bright pink, and I'm just adding some little tiny crosses onto the border as well around those hearts that I've stuck on there. So just bringing a bit of mark making onto that black border too. So now I am fastening the top tag onto the hole that I've cut into the scalloped edge to my pocket. This was a little bit fiddly. One of the downsides of having slightly longer nails is doing stuff like this. You feel like you've got about 600 hands and too many fingers and just nothing wants to work. So then I was conscious that the back of the tags were very plain, and I thought about journaling on the back of them, but then I decided I would use some of the new transparencies. So I've cut some circles out and I've stuck those on the back of the tags using some of Dina's ultra thick gel medium. And I think just adding that little bit of pattern onto the background, and the difference with the surface as well, because obviously the transparencies are shiny, so they catch the light, kind of works with the fact that we've got this transparency window in the pocket too. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it definitely. But I really love the little patterns on this this packet of transparencies. It's the pattern play one. There are some really lovely patterns in there. So yeah, so I popped those on the back, and then just to finish off, I got some of Dina's typed ledger papers and found little quotes that just kind of spoke to me. That's often how I do it, is I just go through and look for the ones that seem right for the page. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching me create this fun pocket with the metal rim tags and the collage sparks and the transparencies. Keep watching my channel. There'll be a new video every day for the next few days, sharing with you some of my creations with Dina's new stuff. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.